The Eagles' New Kid in Town is supposedly about the fleeting nature of fame. It is also a track that has won a Grammy for Best Vocal Arrangements. I am very curious to see if that comes up in the actual music, how well the vocals are arranged. And then thirdly, this is a track from the legendary album Hotel California, which of course features the namesake track Hotel California, which is absolutely brilliant. Lastly, I want to say, I've been saying Glenn Fry's name wrong in every single YouTube reaction I've done to the Eagles. It's Glenn Fry, not Glenn Frey. So I've got that fixed now thanks to the comments. Other than that, let's get into the music. Here we go. The Eagles' New Kid in Town. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, join our awesome community. We do tons of videos like this, analyzing, breaking down music. Here we go. Very sweet introduction.
There's talk on the street, it sounds so familiar. Great expectations, everybody's watching you. People you meet, they all seem to know you. Even your old friends treat you like you're something new. Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. Everybody loves you, so don't let them down. You look
Okay, I mean, immediately what strikes me is that it's a sweeter sounding track. A really beautiful way that the guitars are mixed in the track. I love that you can hear almost like every stroke of the string. And then in terms of what the track means, it looks like you're put in the shoes of a band that has now come into fame, essentially, right? That's what the New Kid in Town is. And all of a sudden, people are looking at you differently. Super interesting concept, which is probably really true, right? You go from like just a guy trying to make music, and then all of a sudden you have a giant hit, giant album, and now you're the coolest thing in town.
let them down. You look in her eyes, the music begins to play. Hopeless romantics, here we go again. But after a while, you're looking the other way. It's those restless hearts that never mend. Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. Will she still love you when you're not around?
Gorgeous harmonies, absolutely brilliant. I see why they won the Grammy. Okay, so now they're taking it into a different place. The idea of being the new kid in the block, where maybe the person that you were in love with is now looking at someone else. It's those restless hearts that never mend. You're in love with a girl and she's actually looking somewhere else. A new kid in the block. Interesting take. Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. So Johnny, in this sense, is the new lover that your girl is looking at now. Switch up.
There's so many things you should have told her, but night after night you're willing to hold her, just hold her, tears on your shoulder. There's talk on the street, it's there to remind you. Doesn't really matter till somebody new comes along.
Okay, really cool. Then the third verse kind of speaks about both things at once. There's talk in the street is there to remind you, like the idea of being a band who's famous, but then hearing that there's these new kids on the block who have a different sound and they're cooler. There's talk in the street that your music isn't where it should be. It doesn't really matter which side you're on. You're walking away and they're talking behind you. At the same time, it could be the rumors in the town that your girl is looking at another guy and hooking up with another guy.
Where you been lately? There's a new kid in town.
Boom, 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 boom.
Everybody loves him, don't they? And he's holding high, and you're still around. Oh, my. There's a new kid in town.
Harmonies.
Just another new kid in town.
I'm thinking that the girl is maybe a metaphor for the audience, where the audience is moved away now. She's holding another guy, or another guy is holding her now. That's what I'm thinking, right? The audience is a metaphor for the girl. A lot of the times in the Eagles' music, the girls represent some kind of other thing, a metaphor, if you will. Let's take it back a bit.
Everybody's talking about the new kid in town. Everybody's walking like the new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. I don't wanna hear it. There's a new kid in town. I don't wanna hear it. There's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. Everybody's talking. There's a new kid in town. People started walking. There's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town.
Maybe it's an underrated part of the Eagles, but one thing I noticed about their music immediately is the production quality, the sound quality. I mean, they won a Grammy for vocal arrangements. I can hear that in this track, but it's really amazing to me when such singularly brilliant musicians like they have, the individuals in the band, can really come together and work so well in terms of their chemistry. Now, I know there was a lot of issues within the band. There was some fighting here and there, but you don't hear it in the music. The music is so well produced, choreographed, put together. I thought it was a really interesting track where they use the metaphor of like a girl who leaves you for another guy, the new kid in town being like the audience of music consumers, like falling in and out of love of a band, which I think is really true. All great bands have their moment and then they become legends, if you will, and then, you know, people just come and visit you, or they come and see your concerts and they want to hear the old stuff from you. And I imagine that's really hard to take as a musician. It'd make you restless, I think, the idea of those restless hearts that never mend. I think they're talking about the audience there. They're always looking for that new band, that new cool band that no one else is listening to. That happens to bands, right? They become too popular. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, it's like cliche to say you're a fan of them. So super cool concept. I really like it, and they always deliver. It's the Eagles. They don't really miss, do they? So another great track. Thumbs up from me. Catch you guys on the next one.